A lot of people use a mouse for a few hours and say it's not for them, or their hand hurts. So I've told this story a fair bit, but I thought it was time to put it in a video. Back in the day, I bought the Razer Diamondback after using Microsoft Intelli Explorers. You can imagine how weird it felt. And I remember saying to a friend, man, I think I just wasted $100. I'm afraid I can't get used to this mouse. My hand is cramping like crazy. Which is fair because when you look at this shape, it has a thin base with angled sides. So to grip this mouse, my fingers were going from being out like on the Intelli Explorer to pointing inward. Plus it was a lot thinner. This is an awkward position for a hand to get into. Or it was, until I adapted. And you know what? 2 or 3 weeks later, my aim was never better. The Diamondback became my best mouse. In fact, the reason I even thought to review mice was because of this memory. After switching to the Death Adder for 5 years, I was sure that I had aimed better. Then I remembered the Diamondback, and I went out searching for a smaller mouse. That's when I bought and reviewed the G302, and realized the smaller mice were actually easier to aim for me. So yeah, you're right, smaller mice aren't as comfortable at first. Some even have really awkward shapes compared to what you're used to. But by my experience, I think you need to give them about 2 weeks. By then, your hand should have adapted and you should know if they're helping you. I try to speed up that process for you because my hand has already adapted to the top mice on the market. But if your hand is still hurting after 2 or 3 weeks, then yeah, either that mouse isn't for you or it's not for you yet. So that's the story of why I recommend 2 to 3 weeks. As always, try to keep an open mind. If I wasn't stuck with the Diamondback, I wouldn't have kept testing it, and I wouldn't have known I could aim better on smaller mice. And the Rocket Jump Ninja channel wouldn't have been made. So it's really important to give things a proper chance. As always, you can find my top mice list on rocketjumpninja.com, and you can use the search on there too. It should be a good starting point, and over time you should be able to figure out which is going to help you most. Now I've designed a mouse based on all my favorite elements from different shapes, which has given me the best aim I've ever had. That's the Xtrfy MZ1. Shout out to Xtrfy for giving me a chance to make my own shape, available from their website, Amazon, and many other retailers. Check their site for details. So I hope that inspires some people to give those mice another try, and as always, subscribe, like and share this video, and I'll catch you in the next.